Hey mama, if you're listening to this, you might be carrying a secret that feels too heavy to speak out loud. You look like you got it all together, you serve at church, maybe you even lead a Bible study. You smile when you drop off the kids, but no one sees the other side of you, the one that comes out behind closed doors. At home, you are a completely different person. You yell, you explode, you scream at your kids, sometimes in their face. You tell them to shut up. You grab them too harshly. You throw things across the room. You smack them in anger, twist their ears, spank them in rage, and immediately after, you are hit with a tidal wave of shame. You cry alone in your room and you whisper, "God, what is wrong with me?" You feel scared and disgusted by your own reactions. You're terrified that someone might find out. You wonder if your kids would be better off without you. You feel unworthy, broken, and too far gone to be redeemed. You try to fix this on your own. You listen to podcasts, parenting books, download freebies, but nothing changes. You keep falling back into the same patterns, and it feels like you are stuck in a cycle that you can't break. You don't trust yourself anymore, and if you're honest, you are afraid of who you become. But here's the truth, Mama. You are not beyond hope. You're not alone, and with God's help and the right support, you can change. I'm Elizabeth, a mom of 4 and an anger management coach for Christian moms. And inside my Calm Christian Mom coaching program, I guide women just like you through a powerful transformation. This isn't shallow behavior management. We go deep. We address your triggers, your stress, your mindset, your nervous system, and the spiritual root behind your patterns. We invite God into every layer and walk hand in hand towards healing. In just 12 weeks, you can become a completely different mom, unrecognizable. One who leads with patience, not panic. One whose children feel emotionally safe around her. One who cultivates peace. This summer, I'm offering a Calm Mama strategy session, a powerful 15-minute one-on-one coaching session designed to help you uncover the root of your anger and receive spiritual, emotional, and practical support. It's your chance to experience what coaching is like with me before diving deeper into ongoing support. If we both feel like the full program is the next right step, we can talk about what that looks like for you. You don't have to keep living like this. Your family is worth healing, and so are you. Use the link in the show notes to book the Calm Mama strategy session. Hey Mama, today we're talking about something super heavy, but it is so important. Shame. The kind of shame that creeps in after you yell at your kids. The shame that makes you feel like a terrible mom. The shame that whispers you should have it all together by now. The shame that tells you no one else struggles like you. If you ever felt like you're wearing a mask in public but falling apart at home, if you ever cried behind locked bathroom doors wondering what's wrong with you, if you ever felt like a fraud for calling yourself a Christian but reacting in anger towards your children, Mama, I want you to hear me loud and clear. You are not alone, and this episode is for you. Let's talk about the kind of shame that no one wants to admit. You lose your temper again. You scream, maybe even slam the door, and you instantly have that sick, heavy feeling that comes in. What kind of mom does this? Or maybe you twisted your kid's ear out of anger. Maybe you yanked their arm, or maybe you even spanked them out of rage. And then you go to the bathroom and you pull out your phone and you see that perfect mom on Instagram. You go to church and smile through the gritted teeth while everything inside of you feels broken. You want to reach out for help, but shame says if they knew the real you, they would judge you. They wouldn't get it. And that keeps you stuck. And sometimes you try to open up, but another mom says, "Oh yeah, I get frustrated sometimes, but it's no big deal." and you walk away feeling more isolated than before. Now you feel completely stuck, angry, exhausted, and drowning in shame. My friend, let's call it for what it is. Shame is from the enemy. Satan wants to keep you silent and stuck. He wants you to stay exactly where you are. He wants you to believe that you are the only one that deals with it, because as long as you're isolated, you can't heal. You can't change. But Mama, God never shames you. He convicts you gently and lovingly, not to condemn you, but to bring you closer to Him. Romans 8:1 says, there's no condemnation for those that are in Christ Jesus. That means you can come to God just as you are, with all your mess and all your anger and all your guilt. And He will meet you with grace, my friend. Shame loses its grit when you bring it into the light. Shame grows in the darkness. So the way to overcome shame is to bring it to the light. Ephesians 5:13 says, but everything exposed by the light becomes visible, and everything that is illuminated becomes a light. When you speak out loud, you say, I am struggling with anger. I don't want to yell anymore. I feel ashamed of how I act at home. You give room to God to begin to heal your heart. That is why I created Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program, a safe, judgment-free space where Christian moms can take off the mask and get real. Everyone that comes into this coaching program, they come for the same reason. They struggle with out-of-control anger, and they all feel the same feelings that you feel, that shame and remorse. After they yell, they hurt their kids in their rage episodes. So many moms in the program have told me, I thought I was the only one. I was so scared to say it out loud. I felt like I didn't deserve to be forgiven. But here's the truth, my friend. God already knows. And He's not surprised. He's not shocked. He is inviting you to do this healing work. Not just for you, but for your kids. So your kids don't have to do this work later on. One of the moms in my coaching program just finished her 6-week check-in with me this week. And she said that her rage episodes dropped by 80%. Her husband even messaged her, you're doing a marvelous job. I am so proud of you for doing this work. That is what happens when you stop hiding that shame and start walking in healing. Another mom told me that she used to scream almost daily, and now she goes weeks without yelling. They all had one thing in common. They brought their struggle into the light. They stopped doing this on their own, and they said yes to healing. Friend, I just want to let you know that you're not alone and you're not stuck. And there's hope for transformation. I know shame feels really heavy. It's one of the most difficult emotions to deal with. They feel so heavy, and it feels so hard to bring it into the light, to talk about it, especially when you are afraid of judgment, that someone is going to maybe even turn you in for being so destructive with your kids. My friend, I promise you that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to support you. I know you want to change, and I want to help you on this journey. I know what it feels like because I've been there too. And God has done massive work in my heart, and He can transform your life too. If this episode spoke to your heart and you are tired of the shame, the yelling, the tears, if you are 10 out of 10 ready to break free from reactive anger and destructive anger and become the mom that God is calling you to be, then this is your time. God is not done with your story. There is grace, there is healing, and there is transformation. The Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program is open right now. The bonuses are expiring at the end of the week. Please don't wait. Book a free consultation call today. Let's talk about whether this is the right next step for you. You're not alone. You are not beyond hope. And shame does not have the final say in your life. Hey mama, do you find yourself snapping over the smallest things, like spilled milk or constant whining, then feeling horrible afterwards? If you're tired of losing your temper and you want to show up with more patience, I have something for you. It's a free training called How to Be More Patient with Your Kids so you're not screaming over spilled milk. Inside, I'll walk you through 10 simple things you can start doing today to become a calmer, more Christ-like mom, even on the hard days. To get it for free, just leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts and send a screenshot to hello@emotionallyhealthylegacy.com. Or if you'd rather skip the wait, you can grab it right now for just $27. The link is in the show notes. Let's help you become the peaceful, patient mom your kids need.